We've had a lot of awesome news recently, and I'm not complaining. We've had everything from a functional Game Boy build to fresh 2026 reveals. But now we have ornaments that might be lying about their articulation, and a cancelled Spider-Man set that somehow has already found its way onto eBay. First up, Minecraft fans have something new to look forward to. Set 21589 Mini Biomes. This set drops in January the 1st, 2026, and it's basically LEGO revisiting the old LEGO Minecraft sets, but improving upon that original design. At 797 pieces, it's not massive, but that's kind of the point. You're getting these compact slices of the overworld, different biomes squeezed into one display-worthy diorama. It's straightforward, sure, but there's something satisfying about seeing all those distinct Minecraft environments lined up together. We got our first sneaky look at the Star Wars Smart Play minifigures. All this info comes from Get Cooped, and the info lists several iconic characters who will be getting the smart treatment right out of the gate. We've got Farm Boy Luke, Training Luke, Pilot Luke, Han Solo, Palpatine, Chewbacca, Vader, Yoda, and Greedo. Now, the figures themselves are very different from your normal minifigs. Each torso is permanently connected to the hips, so no torso swapping. They're heavier than usual, likely because of the internal tech, and they're wirelessly chargeable. Under one of the arms, there's also a printed warning label, which means LEGO is treating these like electronic components rather than standard play figures. And a quick update. You know that LEGO Game Boy I covered? Well, the designer, Natalie the Nerd, is in the process of making a kit that you can order to turn your static LEGO Game Boy into a working LEGO Game Boy. There will be pre-soldered ones that you can pop into the set without too much hassle, and then there's the 100% DIY ones where you do everything yourself. Honestly, that sounds pretty neat. Over in the Speed Champions theme, LEGO is rolling out set 77257, the McLaren W1, on the same day, January the 1st. This one's $28 for 287 pieces. What I appreciate here is the leak mentions all the extra attention to detail. We're talking about air intakes, visible rear engine, and even tiny information screen inside. The driver minifigure comes kitted out in a McLaren racing suit with both a helmet and hairpiece. Between this release and the rest of the 2026 Speed Champions lineup, it's clear LEGO isn't cutting corners on this theme. Now for something a wee bit lighter, literally, since these are tree ornaments, LEGO's putting out two new Keepsake ornaments for the holidays, an astronaut and a gingerbread man. These are undeniably cute, but there is a slight issue. The official product description promises posable arms and legs, but early reviewers are saying it's not quite accurate. So if you're planning to pose these guys on your tree, you might want to temper those expectations. And thanks to some eagle-eye folk, that is Promo Bricks and Promo Clock, we've got an update on a fresh wave of LEGO magazines headed our way. There's the Jurassic Park magazine featuring Alan Grant, which is always a win for Jurassic Park fans. The LEGO Cities magazine's next issue will be a spaceman and a rock with a little green alien. The LEGO Dreams magazine, out on the 15th of January, includes a Mateo minifigure with a sword paint roller weapon and a half mask. And the jacket and leg printing on this one looks pretty cool. And Marvel collectors should mark December the 16th, as the LEGO Marvel magazine will come with a Sam Wilson Captain America. This looks to be the same minifigure from the set that came out earlier this year, so if you skipped that one, here's your second chance to nab this minifigure. Moving on to the Wizarding world, Unibricks has shared some details about the upcoming Harry Potter 2026 sets, regarding the minifigures that will be found in these sets. Set 76461, the brick-built Cornish Pixie, surprisingly, no minifigures included with this one. Set 76460, Hogwarts Castle, Sorting Hat Ceremony. This will feature McGonagall, Harry, Hermione, and Malfoy. The Flying Forward Anglia, set 76470, another no minifigure situation, but this will likely be a solid display piece. Set 76466, the Philosopher's Stone Collector's Edition. This one is apparently a mini version of the Hogwarts Icon set, complete with minifigures of Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Set 76467, Luna Lovegood's House. This one's got a bunch of minifigures. We've got Luna, Xenophilius, Harry, Hermione, a Death Eater, and Luna's Rabbit Patronus. Honestly, this might be my favourite of the bunch. The Lovegood House has so much potential, and I'm hoping LEGO leans into that quirky energy. Set 76459, Hagrid and Harry's Privet Drive Escape. You'll get minifigures of Hagrid, Harry, and two Death Eaters. Let's hope this improves upon the last Privet Drive set we got, which was underwhelming, and I think that's being generous. Now, onto the big one. Set 21363, The Goonies, from the LEGO Ideas line. This was spotted in stores early by Brick Waffles, and thanks to them and the people on BrickTap for the heads up on this one. This set will be retailing for about $300 with a piece count of 2,912. The official release date of this set, November the 1st. And are we honest, The Goonies hits differently for me. I've watched this countless times with my mum before she passed, so this one's personal. And while it might not be quite as detailed as the original fan design, it still looks fantastic. The shaping of the pirate ship, the interior, the details, it all comes together beautifully. And the minifigures? Great prints, tons of personality and a real nice mix of characters. Plus, during the launch week, you'll get the Walsh's Attic gift with purchase, and 2 bonus minifigures. And finally, there appears to be a cancelled LEGO Spider-Man set floating around. This was supposed to be a New York Comic Con exclusive. It's a small build, Spider-Man fighting Sandman's hand on a little sandy base, complete with a crab bucket. Nothing groundbreaking except for one crucial detail. The Spider-Man minifigure has dual-molded legs. For context, classic comic Spidey hasn't had dual-molded legs since 2021 with Daily Bugle set, and now a cancelled, never officially released set pops up with him. The whole thing is kind of sealed in a plain Ziploc bag, and the only truly exclusive part seems to be the printed instruction sheet. Honestly, I'm just hoping this means LEGO's gearing up to bring back dual-molded legs for Marvel minifigures in 2026. It's been far too long. But anyway, there you have it. From micro-scale Minecraft to cancelled Comic-Con exclusives that are already hitting the secondary market. So which of these caught your eye? The Goonies set pulling at your heartstrings? That rare Spider-Man making you scramble to eBay? Or maybe the McLaren W1 is calling your name? As always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a most wonderful day. Bye.